Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Robbie J. Welcome to the Rum Boys Fantasy Sports Network here on YouTube. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter at Rumboys, spell with the Z, net, N-E-T, on Twitter. Also, you can search us on Patreon as well. You can donate to this channel, help make it a little bit better, keep some things going. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, cheers to me, cheers to you, all the Rum Boys and girls. What it do, Dilly.
Let's go, baby. Got a big show, big Saturday. What's up?
Big show, Saturday special. Y'all know how it goes down. We got an NFL decked out, loaded show for you, ladies and gentlemen, today. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for rocking with us. 136 subscribers. Give it up for yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to dive first right into shout-outs. We got two main shout-outs. We'll probably do some more throughout the show, but we got two main ones right away. As you notice, Tyler and I with the fresh cuts. Shout out to our homies over at Legends Barbershop, right there off of Mazeland, here in Colorado Springs. Fellas, you need a cut, head over. Ladies, even if you need, your hair did or whatever the case, they got females up in there too that'll get you guys taken care of. Check out Legends off of Mazeland Academy, right here in Colorado Springs. Second shout out does go to our homies over at the Fandemonium Podcast on Spotify. Just head to your search bar on your Spotify app, type in Fandemonium. Boom. Our homies are going to pop up. They're also doing a giveaway where if you follow them on Twitter at FandemoniumP, they're going to be giving away some tickets, some free tickets for you and a guest for a sporting event in your area. So once again, follow them on Twitter as well. Get in that.
Worth a shot. Check them out.
Let's get into the show, Ty. How you been, brother? Dilly.
What's up? Good. Ready for a packed weekend.
Most certainly.
Epic Thursday night. I mean, I didn't expect Seattle to pull that out, but Russell Wilson on that final game-winning drive. I mean, hey, what you gonna say?
Exactly. Yeah, it happened. It happened exactly the way that I was gonna call it. My wife not exactly happy about the way that it went, but thanks for busting out the dishes for me. We bet on the game.
Oh, there you go.
Shout out to you, baby.
Sometimes it's not even money; it's the dishes.
It's the dishes. Dilly, we're gonna get into some analysis for you guys, help you get your bets, get your winnings, get whether you're just betting on bragging rights, maybe it's some something around the house, or of course what we all love, money, of course. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Bengals, Ravens,
big division matchup here.
Yes, sir. Red Rifle coming out. He's going to be, doing his thing. Who do you like in this one, Ty?
I'll be honest with you. The Bengals lost A.J. Green for quite a few weeks, if not the season. So I actually have the Ravens winning that one at home. I think they get it done without, Andy Dalton having many targets. So
I believe that they're going to be starting Lamar Jackson in that game.
That as well.
Yeah, if you guys
look
haven't...
for him to make some plays. He actually was looking a little doubtful, so I believe he's playing, so it should be official. But
yeah, it should be official. I believe that he is playing. Maybe a guy that if you need like a quarterback for the week, you could pick up. Lamar Jackson will be there. I'm actually excited for it.
Dual threat, definitely excited to see what he's got.
Yeah, because we saw once he left Louisville, that program this year has gone down the toilet.
Absolutely.
So clearly he was a big part. So I hope that in his NFL career, Lamar Jackson, you do some big things. Shout out to you, brother. Hopefully you get that start. Panthers, Lions. Oh wait, did I make a pick in that one? I don't even think I picked Cincinnati actually. I'm picked Cincinnati even without AJ Green.
Okay. Okay. Against Lamar, I like you. Okay.
Tyler Boyd, he's a guy.
Yeah. I do like Boyd. Panthers, Lions.
Yep, Panthers, Lions.
The Lions, again, not looking too explosive now without Golden Tate, so I think Cam Newton has a field day in this one. I think he runs one in, throws two. I think he's having the usual Superman fun he does. So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
Out. Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Panthers as well. and make a bold prediction that Cam Newton passes out 3 footballs during this game. He's going to go off. I mean, Lions, outside of Darius Slay, I mean, I know you guys got Snacks Harrison on the line now, but I mean, outside of Darius Slay in that secondary, where's the threat when it's time for him to go to the air, when he's, getting the ball to Moore, Greg Olsen. So I got Panthers easy in that one. All of my family out in Carolina, I'm sure that you guys are happy. The Carolinas, you guys are happy right now because UNC in basketball is doing some crazy things too. But hope you guys are happy with that pick. Just for you, Carolina. Sorry, Detroit fans, not pick you guys with this poster behind me at the moment. We're gonna go over to Titans Colts, another divisional.
I mean, the Titans looked fantastic beating up the Patriots, but can they do that again? What Titans team shows up?
I like this Titans team. I know they were even shocked. That they
besides
had pulled
Deion
out.
Lewis.
Yeah, besides Deion Lewis.
He called it.
Yeah, Deion Lewis is going off the second half of the season. I love having Deion Lewis. I got him off of waivers. I think the Titans pull this one out. I think Andrew Luck actually throws at least one pick to that Titans defense. Yeah, they got some guys on defense back there getting it done. Mariota is also looking a whole lot better. We know that he was dealing with that situation with the nerve in his what was it, the thumb, I believe.
Throwing hand,
and his throwing hand going through the thumb ligament. Right about through there. He had pretty much no feeling. Now he has feeling back. He's working without the glove.
Still looking rough. I mean, he's finally at least got the glove off, so he's at least
Yeah. You always gotta be
together.
happy about that. I could foresee Mariota hitting the gas hard. Titans 28. I'll go 28-17.
Ooh, I don't even know if I have it that high of a scoring game, but I do also have the Titans pulling that out. Maybe like a 17-14. I got to be in a closer game though. I think Andrew Luck is a decent game. Look for Eric Ebron. He's been catching both of those tight ends for Indy actually. Doyle as well.
Yeah, that Titans offensive line. Shout out to the big boys up front. Shout out to my homie Will. And your Titans, you guys are doing well. So Titans in that one.
I'd like them as well. Cowboys Falcons in Atlanta. Cowboys have been looking better. They've been looking better. I mean, that Atlanta defense is nothing solid this year. But at the same time, I mean, that Cowboys defense could let it up to Matt Ryan and that explosive offense.
I mean, I think Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons, after dealing with that crazy, pitiful loss to Cleveland, before even making a pick on this game, Ray, my homie Naldo, where are you at? Come down to the show. Me and you, we gonna debate like we had agreed because Cowboys had lost to my Skins. So yeah, so I'm picking Atlanta. Ronaldo, you got to come down to the set because your team sucks and you got to defend it. I'm picking Atlanta all day.
I got Dallas, man. I think there's holes in that Atlanta defense. I don't think it's anything special. Zeke's just been getting fed and taking advantage of it. So I think that Cowboys defense holds them just enough to get that W.
Dallas doesn't score more than 17 points.
I don't know, man.
Dallas doesn't score more than 17
Zeke
points.
Gets 2 touchdowns. I think Dak might throw one, maybe a field goal or 2, but I have it being a high-scoring game.
Like, get this, okay? And Vander Esch, for that Dallas defense, has been playing his ass off.
New Sean Lee?
Yeah, he's the new Sean Lee. Even with that defensive pressure, don't get me wrong, the Cowboys defense, they're not slouches. They're not slouches by any means, but if there's anybody and there's any offense that I feel that's going to just pass on them, you even have guys in that Atlanta offense that you don't usually have to worry about week to week that I feel like in this game, they're going to be difference makers. I think Sanu, difference maker. I think Ito Smith, difference maker. Austin Hooper, difference maker. I don't know if Julio finds the end zone in this one, Atlanta. I don't know if Julio finds this one. I think this is the Calvin Ridley show when we think about wide receiver ones. But I think Atlanta solid. Dallas is a walkthrough for them.
I don't know, man. I mean, I agree that Atlanta's got to prove something here and put something up after losing to Cleveland. I agree, but I think the Cowboys are rolling right now, and I think if Atlanta doesn't get off to a hot and early start, I think Dallas at least finishes it out. Maybe not walks away, but finishes it out. So
I think for Dallas, we see a lot of this.
I mean, we see that every game.
The whole time. That's
every
it.
game. It's just it's a thing.
We can't score more than 17 points. We're not going to score more than 17 points. This is all we're going to see come someday on that Dallas Cowboys sideline. Moving forward, next game. Dallas, sorry I had to attack you guys so heavy. Bucks, Giants.
Kind of a sloppy game. I mean,
Giants actually got a win.
I think they can pull this W out. Again, the Bucks offense, no type of red zone offense before, just field goals. They got down there. If they do anything even close to that again this week, I don't see them getting anywhere with it. So I also have the Giants surprisingly pulling this one out. I think Odell has another good game.
Yeah, Chima, this is going to make you happy, my brother. Wilkerson, this is going to make you happy, my brother. I am going to actually pick the Giants in this one.
Wow.
I mean, is there any Fitzmagic left?
Didn't look like it.
It did not look like it against the
400
Redskins.
yards. He threw 400 yards.
Yeah, Fitzmagic's, when you look at Fitzmagic's stat line from that game, he did his thing. Fitzmagic.
He threw a couple picks.
Fitzmagic gets you into the red zone 5 times? 5 times? I mean, come on.
A lot of turnovers.
Lot of turnovers
for the whole team.
Unfortunately, I just don't see the Bucks, pulling this one out. Maybe. We shall see. If you're gonna start anyone in that game, by the way, Mike Evans. Mike Evans,
always a solid start. Always a solid start. Averaging like 94 yards a game still, even if so. Always a good start. Your Skins.
The Skins.
The Texans, though, coming into Washington.
Yep, the Texans coming to see us at FedEx. And I think that we're gonna box them up and we're gonna ship them back out. That defense is there. That defense is stout. The defense is startable any week. I'm putting it all on our defense. If there's any defensive unit that's gonna make Deshaun Watson run around like a little girl the whole time, I think that it's gonna be the Washington Redskins. Excuse the expression, like a little girl. I think it's gonna be the Washington Redskins, though, my brother. Like, for real.
I agree with you, but at the same time, I like that Texans D. And I think
Okay.
they do the same thing to Alex Smith. The only difference is Deshaun Watson can throw on the run. If you
Yes.
forgot. Alex Smith on the run, not as nice as you'd want.
No.
I know he's pretty good on the run. He can at least get open. He sees the field a little bit better, but I see Deshaun Watson being better on the run and taking this one, surprisingly. Skins lose by 10.
By 10? I think it's going to be a very close game. I think Skins win by... I think we win by 3. I think we win by 3. Hopkins puts the team on his back. Again. We can't score more than 21 points, dog. We were having the same issues that I just vented about the Dallas Cowboys. We need a wide receiver 1. We need a clear-cut guy. If we're going to be in the playoffs, and I think it's going to be a thing hands down. If we're going to try and look past the playoffs, Redskins, my Redskins brothers and sisters, thank you for your support.
Gonna need some offense.
We're going to need some offense, though. Bruce Allen, make some hirings. Dan Schneider, do your thing. I don't know. Trey Quinn is going to be stepping up. I think Trey Quinn shows us who he is this game.
I still think you need a no number 1.
Yeah, we need a new number 1. For some reason, we're thinking this kid's going to be it.
Regardless, I got the Texans pulling this one out.
HTTR, baby. Steelers, Jags.
Last of the 11 o'clock games.
Yep, last of the 11.
Last of the morning games. In Jacksonville, but what Jaguars show up, they've been on a straight decline. And the Steelers have only been looking up since officially deciding Le'Veon's not coming back.
But Leonard Fournette's back. Leonard Fournette's back. if Jacksonville almost had it last week against the Colts. You know, you were it was a game of inches. It was a game of inches. And I think that this is going to turn out to be that again. This is a tough one to pick. I got this as a 3-point game. Steelers.
I like Big Ben in this one. I think the Jags defense has, it's been decent, but I think it's not going to be the same as what it has been. They've been having some holes. Jalen Ramsey's talking a lot of crap online, and it's just what it is. So I have the Steelers winning this one. I do think it'll be a closer 7-point game, but I have the Steelers winning this one. Ben is a good game, I think.
For sure.
Your afternoon games.
Afternoon. Let's get into those twos. Broncos, Chargers. Broncos taking a trip to LA. Now we know that those air quality conditions still aren't that great. The Broncos do train at altitude, so that's always going to be a factor. Von Miller, Bradley Chubb. But I still think Phillip Rivers has a field day. To be honest,
those Chargers, man, they're not being looked at 7-2 right now.
No, yeah, they're 7-2, and everyone doesn't care.
I think this will be a good test, though. Again, the Broncos might not have the record. I mean, they might not be the explosive Broncos, but this is still a stout and good defense.
The Chargers still have Joey Bosa listed as questionable, but in yesterday his locker room kind of like presser after practice, he had pretty much spoke in the sense of as if he is going to be on the field. I pretty much going to assume now, and we're going to pretty much report now that I think Joey Bosa is going to be out there. That Chargers defense actually now becomes startable with that. Rest of the season with their schedule, they were already startable, but now with Joey Bosa, I think that
Looking like
pass
a full
rush
defense, I like it.
Yeah, Chargers defense gets a couple picks out of Case Keenum at least. I think I'm gonna go with the even number of 2.
Okay, I see that. I can definitely see that.
Who does Case Keenum have? Cortland Sutton and Emmanuel Sanders, Philip Lindsay. Those are your only 3 Broncos.
I agree. I mean, the Broncos, again, need to figure out the offense. Like I said, now that the defense is still, pretty decent. They still got Von Miller, again, Chubb in there, everything like that. But they definitely need to get the offense back on track. And I don't know if Keenum's the guy, but
no,
they got faith in him at the moment.
No, John Elway can't be able to find a quarterback and then keep a quarterback to save the Broncos' lives. Chargers by 14.
Ooh, I like that. Yep. Look for Melvin Gordon to have a big game. Broncos giving up one of the most yards per carry in the whole league. So look for him to have a big game.
They're 22nd, something like that?
Something up there.
Low in the 20s.
20s for sure. So look for that. Garbage game of the week. Sad to say. Sorry.
Yep, garbage game.
Raiders, Cardinals. Can the Raiders get it done?
Can the Raiders get it done? Nope. We're just going to, lay that out there.
I think Rosen finally has a good game. He's finally against a defense that will probably be a little bit slower.
Rosen's getting the ball to Larry Fitz.
I think Rosen has a good game.
Yeah,
I have the Cardinals winning that one as well.
Yep, Larry Fitz is starting to get some fantasy points. I'm sure he's probably in the waiver wire in some of your leagues, or maybe
Raiders going for that number 1 pick.
Yeah, Raiders going for the number 1 pick. They're tanking.
Pick. Yep.
So knows. Cardinals.
Yep, Cardinals as well.
Cardinals by 7. By CD.
That. Cardinals by 7. I like that. 7 or 10. Closer game though. Big game of the week. Eagles Saints. In New Orleans. The defending champs going against the Saints this year. And we know how they've looked. So I still see Drew Brees pulling this one out. I think Drew Brees, is a mastermind behind that pocket. So I think he picks that Eagles defense apart. Like Wentz might have a good game because of that Saints defense might be not that good, but
I mean the Eagles got dogs on defense, but who do you stop in that backfield? The Saints.
Good luck.
The Saints. Here's the thing: when you're game planning, okay, from a coaching standpoint, when you're game planning for the New Orleans Saints, you literally have to account for the fact they have a Swiss Army knife. Taysom Hill, like you're not just accounting for Kamara, Breeze, Ingram, Michael Thomas. I mean, you're also accounting for the fact that Taysom Hill can line up as a receiver. He'll come off a block. He'll be there in the backfield. Benjamin Watson, big body tight end, even though he's old.
That whole offense is stout. Look for anybody in that game. I think that's going to be a high-scoring game. I think both offenses are going to have a field day. Look for some
41-14. Saints completely just decimate the Eagles. I think the Eagles get decimated. I'm sorry, Raph. Happy birthday to you, Raph. Happy birthday to my brother.
That's a terrible birthday present.
Yes, I know, but I think the Eagles
Saints by
backfield.
10. Saints by 10.
The Eagles have backfield issues.
Wentz. I think Wentz throws 50 times this game, but
is Wentz back? Like, is Wentz like
he'll be fine. Yeah, he's
like,
got receivers now.
When you watch Wentz, do you feel like when you're watching Wentz, do you feel like you're watching the same Wentz from last year?
I mean, not quite yet. Again, he hasn't had a full season to come back and do what he does, but he's now officially been in it a couple games. He's got some chemistry with Golden Tate for these last game or two.
This year.
They're still missing games to start. I mean, coming off a catastrophic injury like that.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a good game. Looking forward to that, though. Those are your afternoon games. Big night game I'm looking forward to, though. Vikings-Bears, baby. Vikings-Bears. This is definitely going to be the division matchup that pretty much determines it, I think, since the Packers lost now.
Mm-hmm.
I do have the Bears winning this, though. At home,
I got the Bears pulling this out.
I'm loving it, man.
I got the Bears pulling this out.
Kirk Cousins looks good.
Kirk Cousins doesn't like pressure.
I think Khalil Mack gets in there. Exactly. I think Khalil Mack gets in there, so... I again have the Bears winning at home.
Easy.
I got them winning by 10. I don't have it being an easy game. I got them winning by 10, kicking a field goal to solidify it at the end to make sure it's over.
I don't think that goes to field goals. I don't think that your defense does that. Yeah, I mean, they have a defense too. Harrison Smith is a hard hitter.
Xavier Rhodes, look for everybody out there.
I mean, but no.
I got the Bears. You know how it is. I'll be repping it. Trubisky been looking beautiful this year.
Won't say an exact score. Bears by double digits. Bears beat them by like. I think Bears. I'll go 32. 32. No, not double digits. We'll go 32-21 is what I see in my head.
It's not too bad. I like it.
If they're like, you guys' defense, bro.
Both defenses. It's going to be a good game, regardless. It's going to be
really
a good game.
Quick.
Look for it to be cold there.
I saw a meme. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Man.
Yes, and it is going to be cold. But I saw a meme that describes us as a cast perfectly. It was on Facebook, and it stated pretty much Bears fans and Redskins fans looking at each other at the top of their divisions like,
yep, wondering how we got here.
Wondering how we got here. And yeah, I could say that that's true.
Some big moves, though, for the Bears to start the season. That's how we got here.
Allen Robinson,
Khalil Mack bringing the fire.
Khalil Mack.
Allen Robinson coming back.
Taylor Gabriel, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. It's been looking good.
Mitch Trubisky, draft pick out of UNC.
Finally getting his feet under him, it looks like, at least a little bit.
I love it. I respect you guys' team. Sorry, Vikings.
The Bears.
The Bears. Monday night.
The big game. The big game, though. Chiefs-Rams.
See?
I think this is a huge game.
This game moved from Mexico.
Yep, sadly, because of the field. Again, we mentioned that last week, but I think that's huge.
Let's go get it together.
I think that's why the Rams end up winning. I'll be honest with you. I think them at home, I think Gurley just doing Gurley things.
Yep.
Mahomes might throw the ball like we know Mahomes will, but I got Gurley taking it out, even without a Cooper Kupp now.
Without a Cooper Kupp, which segues perfect into where I'm coming in. Sorry, no Cooper Kupp. You guys know how I feel about Cooper Kupp. My close friends know how I felt about Cooper Kupp since he came in the league. But Patty Mahomes, Showtime Mahomes, Kermit the Frog Mahomes. I love ketchup on my mac and cheese Mahomes. You gonna do your thing, buddy. Who do you stop for Kansas City? I mean,
big game.
Big game. Kareem Hunt owners, I feel like you guys are going to have a good time too. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Ndamukong Suh up there.
Both running backs doing work.
Yep. Donald, like they got a crazy line on the Rams, but I mean, yeah, I'm going Chiefs.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it. Going to be
Yep.
real.
I got. By the way, once again, shout out Legends. I got money riding on this. I bet
Yeah,
Isaiah, bro.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
So you know you're gonna be you biting the nails. It's going down.
Yep.
It's going down.
Isaiah almost gave me the money right away. He's like, man.
It's gonna be good. Look for both those quarterbacks to have huge games. Jared Goff and Mahomes as well. They're just gonna have to throw the ball. Whoever's behind, look for that to be beautiful. Whoever's coming from behind, let's see if somebody's got a.
Which running back comes out on top?
I got Gurley coming out on top on it.
Yeah, I got Gurley. I got Gurley out just yards and TDs over Hunt.
He's just the man this year.
Who's the better quarterback in that one?
Mahomes, because Gurley does so well and he has to come from behind.
Fine. Okay. And that Chiefs defense is terrible at times.
But look for everyone in that game to have big weeks. Definitely something going on there. Definitely going to be a lot of points scored there, at least in my opinion. So check that out. Should we go into a couple other guys that are going to have some
we're going to go into a couple other guys that we did not mention earlier. It is time. Cam Newton, my guy. I got you ranked as a top start this week, going up against Detroit. Do your thing, my brother. I think you ball out. I know the last week against Pitt was tough, but I think this is where you bounce back.
Yep. Like I said, I have him probably throwing 2, running 1, so look for him to just have a game.
Yeah, throwing 2, 1 and run. I'll go with that prediction as well.
Yep. Drew Brees, I mean, always mentioning him, but again, that Eagles-Saints game, just want to mention he's going to be the guy this week.
Yeah.
Just chasing records at this point, and he's the guy. I mean, I don't care if Kamara or Thomas, whoever scores, Drew Brees is throwing it out the backfield, throwing it deep, doesn't matter. Look for him to have a huge game. Same thing with Big Ben. Again, we said earlier that Jags defense might have some holes in it, but Jalen Ramsey, maybe,
Jalen Ramsey loves playing against Big Ben,
We'll see what's up with his head.
Jalen Ramsey loves playing against Big Ben.
Oh, absolutely. Let's see how he does against Antonio.
Exactly, yeah.
Big matchup,
facts.
big
Big
matchup
facts.
right there. So check out those quarterbacks. Hit him with some RBs.
Todd Gurley, do your thing, my guy, out of UGA. Kill it. Obvious, we already spoke about you in the other segment. David Johnson versus Oakland. You are going to eat. Rosen's still, getting accustomed to the offense.
Just hand
and
the ball
NFL
off.
in general.
Run the ball.
Yeah, just feed David Johnson. Melvin Gordon. Ty Berg is really high on him. Ty, go ahead and feed him some more about Gordon.
Like I said earlier, playing against the Broncos in LA though, so the Broncos giving up those yards per carry. Look for Melvin Gordon, like I said, to just eat up, probably get 5-6 yards a carry because he's already a monster, let alone against that defense. If he gets outside of that initial first level, I mean, he's taking it to the house.
He's taking it to the house.
If he's getting past Von Miller and Chubb, I think he's going places. So
fast as lightning.
Big game.
Yep. McCaffrey, I think he catches a lot out of the backfield. Once again against the Lions. Look for McCaffrey, especially you PPR guys out there. I think you guys are going to love him this week.
He's the man.
Tevin Coleman, Dallas.
Oh, absolutely. Again, that Dallas defense a little shaky, so I like Tevin Coleman too.
I have Tevin Coleman. Tevin Coleman, I need you to go off. Broke my 3-way tie last week playing against the guy that was in first. I was second. I dropped a third. This week I'm playing against the person that's in fourth. We need this W. Let's get it, baby. One more RB that's been impressing us lately. Dion Lewis. Dion Lewis is putting the Tennessee Titans on his back, doing
He's
big
feeling
things.
himself. He's feeling himself lately. After that huge game against the Patriots, he called, like I said, he's feeling himself now. I like that Titans offense as well.
Yep, he's as fast as lightning. I mean, gotta love Dion Lewis. I think Dion Lewis must start. Flex play, clearly. Wide receivers?
Absolutely. I mean, let's start with obviously some of those quarterbacks we mentioned are half the reason that these wide receivers are what they are. But look for Michael Thomas to just be the man. Again, Dez not coming over. I mean, Brandon Marshall.
Maybe.
Whatever.
No,
I mean, whatever. Yeah. I mean, I think Michael Thomas just does Michael Thomas things, and it looks good.
It looks good.
Same as it always has been. So look for him to catch a couple deep passes though as well. Again, that Eagles defense maybe not what we thought it was.
He
catches a couple quick screens. He catches them all.
Yeah, he catches the ball at such a high clip. You know, he's clearly Drew Brees' favorite receiver. The dude is aggressive.
Drew trusts him. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, I got him for 5+ receptions tomorrow. Maybe even not even two TDs easy. 2 TDs easy. Yeah, 8 receptions clearly. Yeah, and I got 2 TDs easy.
Mike Evans, mentioned him a little bit earlier, but look for him to be the man. If it's magic, I mean, didn't look too good last week. Look for him to go to that big body target.
Yeah, if Fitz magic, if there's any magic left in Fitz, he's gonna be going to Evans. Clearly, just big body guy. Plus, I mean, you're playing against the Giants, dog. That Giants defense is depleted, especially after trade deadline. So have fun, Bucks, if you guys do bounce back.
I like it. Robert Woods, got to have a big game. Again, we said Kupp going out for the season, so it's now his turn. Obviously you got Brandon Cooks in there, who's the speedster. Robert Woods as well, pretty quick, but he needs to become that number one guy. And this is the game to show it again against the Chiefs. This is the time he's got to step up. I think he does. I think he has a good game.
Corey Davis, Tennessee Titans once again. You've been doing your thing lately in these last about 2 weeks that I've been really just honing in and studying you. Corey Davis, I got you for a 2 TD day. He's a touchdown dependent type of guy. Flex play.
Not bad. Guy I wanted to mention, I think he's gonna have a good game. They couldn't help but look at him. Amari Cooper playing against Atlanta.
No way.
So I think Dak liked him last week. I mean, he was forcing balls in. It did not matter. I think he has a good game against Atlanta. That defense, like I said, some holes. We've mentioned that multiple times. So look for Amari Cooper to have at least a lot of targets.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you start Amari Cooper, that is purely based off of Tyler's analysis. Don't at me on Twitter saying that, oh, Robbie, you said start Amari Cooper. Robbie didn't say that. Tyler said that part. Man, you crazy, dog.
Whatever. Look for it. At least a lot of targets, like I said. Targets are a thing.
We're going to go into tight ends. Let's visit the tight end wasteland of fantasy football. That is Fantasy Football 2018. I got Eric Ebron eating real heavy. Of course, Jack Doyle is back, doing things. Yeah. Touchdown dependent start. But Eric Ebron eats, especially in the red zone. You can start him tomorrow and feel confident, sleep well.
I like that. My bear, Mr. Trey Burton. Gotta love him. I mean, Trubisky, again, playing against a rough defense this week in the Vikings, so look for him to use that security blanket as much as he can, especially in the red zone. Mm-hmm. Trey Burton, look for him to have even 2 touchdowns. Like I said, if they get in the red zone, definitely going for the big man.
I'm predicting one CD out of Trey Burton. I think he gets a lot of yak. For those of y'all that are watching that aren't necessarily football people, that is not the drink. That is yards after catch. But yeah, I think he's going to get a lot of yards after catch, but he does get one shovel pass right there into the end zone. I don't see Nagy not calling that Chicago special, we'll call it.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, just Trubisky, the way he fakes it and just boom so well. I predict that's probably the way that Trey gets his 1 TD, but he's definitely a guy that you start. You had one.
Yeah, I like Zach Ertz. Yeah. I definitely like Zach Ertz again. Wentz, I know he's got a couple big targets out there, but look for him to throw the ball a lot this game. Playing in New Orleans, Drew Brees and them always get up quick. Mm-hmm. Running back problems, look for Wentz to throw the ball. And again, who better than his favorite target, Zach Ertz?
My opinion personally with Ertz, yes, you can start him. I think he's more so of a PPR, more PPR format start. Now, a guy that I've been liking recently, Austin Hooper. They've been going to Hooper a lot lately. They are feeding Hoop, so I got Austin Hooper as a tight end start this week. Definitely a guy that you could utilize if, let's say, for example, Kittle is not playing right now.
Absolutely.
On bye. So Austin Hooper is there for you. You can utilize him. May even be available on waivers. Kickers.
Let's hit a couple kickers real quick, right? Again, kickers are obviously an opportunity thing. If your team's going to score a lot of points, at least get into the red zone, have a team that can get down the field. That's obviously where it comes from. We've mentioned 3 or 4 big games this week, so, I mean, you got to go with Buckner.
Yeah, you got to go with Buckner.
Again, we love that game. We think that's just going to be a high-scoring game regardless.
Yep, I think yeah, Buckner for sure. Also, really quick with kickers and the strategy behind kickers. I think if you are involved in a fantasy game of inches, then where you're in that situation,
kickers matter for sure.
Yeah, by 3 or by 2 or by 0.1 or 0.2, get these guys. Next, Buckner, high scoring kicker, clear as day. Next, high scoring kicker as well, Lutz for New Orleans. He's going to be getting all those extra 1 points after the TDs. But then I think if you ever pin them into a 3 and out, you're pinning them into a 3 and out where they're in field goal range, and he's going to eat all day.
Again, Drew Brees just a guy that gets down the field almost every possession. Let alone it's at least 40, 50 yards at a minimum, at least for Drew Brees. So if they get down to the red zone, look for Lutz to have quite a bit of opportunities. So.
And then finally for our kickers, we only ran 3 for this one. I'm gonna go Fairbairn from Houston.
Against his Skins.
Yep, against the Skins. Fairbairn has been fairly accurate this year. Plus, I mean, we saw how things worked out for the Bucs last week. I think there's going to be a lot of room for him to get some of those extra points. Not necessarily, the field goals. I think he's going to be coming in, I think he's going to be getting a lot of those, field goals, not necessarily, the extra points. That defense is just too nasty. I think Houston maybe gets limited in their amount of TDs, and they play by field goals.
I like it. Some defenses we mentioned. Yeah, I mean, you mentioned earlier the Chargers getting Bosa back. Just want to mention them,
Chargers.
Them looking real good for sure. Definitely looking good with Bosa back, and in general, again, 7-2, they're not giving up a whole lot of points.
The rest of their schedule looks amazing. Chargers for sure.
I love that. Pitt, that's Steel City. Again, Fournette might be back, but look for Bortles to make a couple mistakes as usual. So if anything happens to Fournette, I mean, that hamstring can always come back.
The Pittsburgh defense is purely startable based off of, like you mentioned, purely just that.
Right.
Bortles messing up. If Bortles doesn't, mess around, nah.
Yeah.
That's why you got Washington there. And then finally,
Arizona and Oakland.
Yep, you could probably start either one. Tyler has this as a low-scoring game. I figured Arizona would probably walk all over them.
Again, aside from David Johnson, I mean, look for Rosen and or anybody on that Oakland offense to make some mistakes. Just, again, more of a mistake game. Check out both of those teams if you need somebody, just purely more on the fact that there's probably going to be some mistakes made in that game.
Garbage game.
Absolutely.
You can't pick whoever's playing up against the Bills this week. So, yeah.
Touche.
They're on a bye.
But yeah, that wraps it up. Check out everybody we just mentioned there. Some big games, some big weeks. Everybody we think that's going to have a big game. So check them out. That kind of leads us into why
the rum is always gone.
You want to start this? You want me to start this?
I'll let you go first.
All right. So mine's pretty quick. This is more of just a, I've seen it a couple places. Nobody knows, and I hate talking about Le'Veon, but the only thing I need to say is Le'Veon is why my rum is always gone. If I see that he is going to the Jets or like Tampa Bay or somewhere like that, like how I get you want your money, but why the rum is always gone? You are the number one in all-pro first team, and you're going to go to a trash team when, I mean, clearly you could have won the ship in Pittsburgh if you added what James Conner's done plus him. I mean,
the Raiders. He goes to the Raiders. Maybe. Oh, God. Because
again,
Marshawn's getting old.
The same idea. I just...
They're not happy with Doug Martin.
Le'Veon, if he decides to go to a team that's just not going anywhere. Get your money, but not worth it.
Aaron Rodgers, that bad man. You made it into why the rum is always gone here on Rum Boys Fantasy Sports Network. Hit subscribe. Aaron Rodgers, your performance against elite quarterbacks has practically been abysmal this season. You have beat the likes of C.J. Beathard, Trubinsky, who I think is on the come up. So I think that's
should have won
only
that game.
I think
that is
is
only Aaron Rodgers magic we've seen all season against the Bears.
the win against Trubinsky is the only legitimate win out of that list. Brock Osweiler, did I already say Josh Allen? Like, come on.
I agree. Rodgers needs to get it together.
Beathard?
Again, I think the whole Packers system needs to get it together. Like I said earlier.
You lost to Alex Smith.
Are you complaining?
I'm not complaining, but we can't score more than 21 points, barely.
Aaron Rodgers, why the run is always gone? Get it together. You are Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron freaking Rodgers, you bad man.
I used to love watching you play, and I'm a Bears fan. Like, you know how painful that is to say? Oh, God.
But, ladies and gentlemen,
Rodgers, get it together.
Other than that, we do greatly appreciate you guys for joining us here on the Rum Boys Fantasy Sports Network. 136 subscribers strong. Share the link with your friends. Pass it along. If you know someone that needs this help, whether it's betting, fantasy analysis, let us know. The Saturday special is always here. You guys can catch us next week, Wednesday. Or are we going to do it? We'll let y'all know.
Little turkey
Follow
special.
Our social media.
Little turkey special.
We're going to do a
coming.
Thanksgiving
You already
special.
know how it is. Turkey special.
Without further ado.
Thank you. You already know how it is. Rum boys, rum girls. What up?
You know who the guard be. Back running the city and you know who the squad be. Flip mode.
What it do?